We all recognize the archetype of the highly functional adult. They manage careers flawlessly and handle responsibilities with ease, projecting absolute independence. Yet internally, they feel disconnected and hollow. They build lives that look successful from the outside, but they carry around quiet, persistent questions. What do I actually want? What are my genuine values? Who am I beneath my roles and survival strategies? Society often assumes a person like this just needs to spend more time thinking about their goals. Alternatively, they get labeled as avoidant, a personality type widely presumed to be incapable of deep feeling. For decades, traditional psychology has defined avoidant attachment almost exclusively as a behavioral fear of intimacy. Step into any clinical setting and you see a different reality. When an avoidant partner pulls away exactly as vulnerability peaks, they are experiencing a physiological overwhelm. The person pulls away to survive an internal surge that has exceeded their nervous system's current bandwidth. This withdrawal happens because the sudden spike of feeling threatens to collapse their capacity to process the emotion in real time. Since avoidance is a reflexive retreat rather than an absence of feeling, we have to track where that overwhelming emotional energy actually goes. We must understand how this internal shutdown prevents a person from ever knowing who they are. Neuroscientist Lisa Feldman Barrett demonstrates that the human brain does not passively react to the world. It actively constructs emotional meaning by predicting the present moment based on past experiences. Because of this predictive machinery, a challenging moment in a modern relationship triggers a vast cascade of unresolved emotional fragments echoing from a person's history. Trauma is the unresolved energy that remains active in the nervous system today. As Dr. Bessel van der Kolk observed, the body keeps the score. For an avoidant nervous system, a seemingly simple moment of intimate connection is a collision with a loud, predictive echo of overwhelming history. As psychiatrist Daniel Siegel describes it, psychological health is a process of integration. A healthy nervous system has the ability to feel an emotion, make sense of its meaning, and weave it into a coherent sense of self. When early life experiences interrupt that integration, feelings become fragmented. This creates a clinical state known as alexithymia, where the body knows something feels intensely wrong, but the mind struggles to identify or name the specific emotion. This diagram illustrates the healthy sequence. An impulse begins with activation, moves into awareness, continues to understanding, and reaches final integration. But mapping the avoidant short circuit, the system encounters severe discomfort early on, violently ejects, and drops directly into terminal avoidance. Pulling away is a reflexive bypass. It protects the physical body from feelings it currently lacks the capacity to process. Caught in this unintegrated loop, the avoidant person flees from their own internal data, fully convinced they are taking the necessary steps to protect themselves. Aborting the emotional process before it can finish comes with a devastating long-term cost. By choosing to withdraw, the person discards crucial psychological data. This matrix shows exactly what information those emotions carry. Emotions operate as precise data sets. Grief reveals what we value. Anger signals our boundaries. Fear dictates what feels unsafe. And joy points directly to our vitality. When feelings are repeatedly pushed away before they can deliver their lesson, the parts of the self they were meant to inform remain hidden or armored. The highly functional adult struggles to know who they are because a coherent identity is built through integrated emotional experience. Intellect and career success simply cannot construct it. True emotional maturity is developing the physical endurance required to remain present with intense or chaotic feelings. The real danger to a coherent self arises from experiencing an emotion while lacking the tools to interpret its meaning. Healing begins when we transform raw emotional experience into self-understanding, because what is successfully integrated becomes wisdom, and what becomes wisdom ultimately becomes identity.